All right, here we are. The final one. Like, this is it. The last of the Beatitudes. The last blessed for. Okay, I'm going to miss doing this, right? The last one, the final one. And it could be the most important one. Let's check it out. Okay, so we've gone through a lot of these, right? All summer, we've been going through the Beatitudes, we've been going through, and we've been looking at what Jesus says, and he calls people blessed, and then he says for, and he follows that up, right? And this one is very fascinating because not only is it one that's incredibly interesting and incredibly fascinating, but it's very backwards to the way that we think. Jesus is a really good way of taking things that we see and flipping them upside down. Or maybe he takes a way that we view how life should be, how things should be, and turning it on its head, turning it backwards and realizing that that's not necessarily the way it's supposed to be. And so he talks about all of these different kinds of people, but then he ends with this. He said, "Blessed are those who are persecuted for doing what's right." Blessed are those who are persecuted for their righteousness. And then note this, is that in the following verse, this is the only time he ever follows up on the same thing that he talked about before. He says, "Blessed are those who make fun of you, who lie about you, who mock you, all because you're followers of me." Isn't that interesting? Jesus says, all right, if you're persecuted, people come after you, people hate you, people despise you, they're coming after you, they're attacking you, they're lying about you, they're mocking you, they're making fun of you. And if you're going through all of that because you claim to be my follower, guess what Jesus says? You are blessed. Now, I don't know, that doesn't make any sense. At least in my opinion, the people who are made fun of the most, typically the people who are most miserable in life. Jesus says, no. Don't you understand something? That's not how it is. Because if you're mocked, if you're persecuted, if people are coming after you, if people are lying about you, if they're being deceitful, if they're being all that, because you follow me, you're blessed. And here's why. For yours is the kingdom of heaven. He says, for there will be a great reward for you, just like all the prophets who came before you. Just like how we open our Bibles, how we open up God's Word, and we see so many people who had hard, difficult times because they did the right thing and chose to live for God. He says, you know what? You're going to be given a reward. The kingdom of heaven is yours. So I want to ask you this. Are you going through a tough time, or do people, make fun of you because of what you believe? Did you even know that God considers you blessed because of that? Imagine with me for a second that just everybody just went with it and it was totally easy and totally fine. I think a lot of folks want their Christianity to be that way. They want it to just be easy and just go with the flow and everything's fine. But God says, no. You're blessed when people hate you, when they mock you, when they make fun of you. And so my encouragement to you is this, rather than leave you with a ton of some questions to think about and stuff like that, is I want you to know, whether you're going into the school year or maybe you're experiencing it now, if you are going through a tough time, if you're going through a hard time and there are people in your life who are giving you the toughest time, hold in there. Stick with it. Stick with what you believe. Hold true to what you know about God and how much He loves you and how much He cares about you. Because the kingdom of heaven is yours and the great reward is waiting. This has been such a fun series, guys. I've enjoyed being able to talk to you guys throughout the summer during these weeks, and I hope that you've gotten a lot out of this. Make sure you go back. Feel free to rewatch the series again. Feel free to share it across any platform you want to. It's been an absolute blessing. I'll see you guys next time.